Would it help if you stopped overcomplicating things? Like telling yourself that this is not good enough. I don't have what it takes to put myself out there. I'm not talented enough to express myself the way I really want to. A lot of the times, what this leads to is you sabotaging all the energy, all the good work you've done over the years, all because you're discounting your success. Maybe it doesn't feel like, or it doesn't look like what you really want it to look like, or it doesn't look like somebody else's version of success. And in the middle of all of this, a few things you need to take note of, which I want to share with you today. But take note of this, that whether or not you discount your success or you tell people that you're not good enough, it doesn't change the fact that you have the skills and you have everything it takes to be a better person, to be a better creative, to be a better entrepreneur, or whatever it is that you do. Who really cares? Whether or not you're good or you're not good, one thing remains sure is that you're skilled, you're talented, you're creative, and that is all that matters. Whether or not people accept it for what it is, or you don't see it as good enough, it doesn't change the fact that you have these skills which you already built over the years, and leveraging them will just be a little bit of an upside for you. Why exactly do we complicate things? This is what I want to share with you today. I had a lecturer in the second year of my university who was really nice, made me understand more about architecture than I had ever understood, but something kept happening. Every time I took a particular 4-unit course, I would come back with a 68 or a 69 when the pass mark for A is 70. And I was always very furious. It started to make me think that I wasn't good enough, that I didn't do my best, only to realize that the teacher intentionally made up his mind that nobody in his class was going to get a 70. And this brought down my self-esteem to the point where I felt like I wasn't going to be an architect at all. And I spiraled into this for the next 5 years of my life, thinking that architecture wasn't going to be a thing for me. I ended up becoming a brand and identity designer, and I spent the next 6 years doing that. Only to come to a point in my life where I realized that my skills as an architect actually made me a better person, made me a better creator, and this has given me this holistic view of life that has helped me to blend a company now that I created where we basically do architecture and design infused in one. If I didn't have this encounter, I wouldn't have understood that a lot of the things that we experience as people almost every day is subject to what other people have said about us, which makes us sink into a really terrible place. So the moment you start to overthink things, overcomplicate things, thinking that you're not good enough, you need to identify some of the factors. And the factors that you can identify are the following. First, are you really skilled or talented in what you do, or you are just faking it? The reason why I ask this question is because you need to be able to build this confidence in yourself that you're skilled and talented no matter what any other person says, no matter what results you get from school or what everything looks like eventually. This is one of the things that really helps you to not fall into this trap of feeling not good enough, what most people call imposter syndrome, which I believe isn't the case. But outside of all of this, talking to you as either a creator, entrepreneur, or whatever it is that you do, in your day-to-day life, you would experience things like this that will make you feel like you are not good enough. That will make you feel like you're faking it, you're an imposter, or put together, you're the worst person who has ever done this particular thing that you know how to do. Now, don't let this happen to you over and over again. Don't discount your success because you had an experience sometime that didn't make you feel good or somebody was biased to you or something. So the question is very important. Are you skilled or good at what you do, or you're faking it? If you can answer this, you're a step closer to figuring out that this is the perfect life for you, or this is something you should pivot from and try to do something else. The next to this is to identify what makes you unique. Your uniqueness gives you a lot of strength and helps you to stand out and not fall back thinking that what you do is average. Every one of us is skilled in our own way, but specifically to you, what is that thing that makes you different from what every other person is doing? How can you express yourself in the best way without feeling like the entire world is coming after you? Once you figure this out, embrace it. And embracing it means that you give your entirety to it. You make videos, you create content, you talk about it, you scream at the top of your lungs about this thing you're good at. Because if you're not the champion or if you're not the prophet of your own prophecy, really, nobody will do it for you. And the last is to practice by doing. The more you do, the better you get. And the more you can beat your chest and say that I am good at what I do. If you don't practice, you don't get good. So every single day, put out something. Try to express yourself. Try to make something out of the skills, the experiences, and the knowledge that you have. This is the only way to get rid of the so-called imposter syndrome problem. Because if you don't do, you wouldn't get better. You won't build confidence in yourself that this is what you're best at. If you can follow these three, if you can engage this actively, trust me, overcomplicating things won't be a problem for you anymore because it is not just a definition as imposter syndrome or whatever it is they call it. It is just that you're not practicing enough to see the result you really want for yourself.